In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the radiator on this Volkswagen Jetta TDI wagon. This is going to be located behind the front bumper. Let's get into it. I'm going to remove this air intake box. Just on the side, there's some clips. Pop those clips up, pull that out, and then you might have to force it out of the air box a little bit. You can use a straight blade screwdriver if you need to pry it. Now in the back here, there's two screws going towards the front. You're going to use a T25 socket and take those screws out. Take those screws out. Comes out. Just grab that box, pull that out. Disconnect the mass airflow sensor, just push down on the tab, slide the connector off. And you have this hose right here, you want to pull that off. If you need to, you can use a pick. Move that out of the way. Now using some pliers, I'm just going to move this hose clamp. There, and we can pop this off. That's good. Using a 5mm hex socket, I'm going to take this screw, loosen this up. And the bolt's just going to stay with the box. Grab the airbox and just pull up. There's some grommets holding it in. And just pull it out of the way. The hose is going to come up with it. Remove this undershield. I'm going to use a T25 socket. Take these screws out on the sides. Out. In the back there's three. Just use a T30 socket. Take these screws out. Shield's going to come down. And there's some clips right here. You might use a straight blade screwdriver. Pop those out and just slide it back. Now we're going to disconnect the connector underneath. Use a straight blade screwdriver and just going to push on this little lock tab. Just get that out of the way. You could use a pick as well. And there's a release tab. Just push on that. And just try to pop this out. And disconnect the wires. That's out of the way. Now we're going to take this screw out. Use a T30 socket. Just reach up, take that one out. And on the other side, T30 socket, take that out. Just move the hose out of your way. Pull that out. Now the screws up top, we're going to take those out. T30 socket. Take that out. And on the other side, same thing. T30 socket, take that out. Now just grab the fan assembly. I'm just going to twist it and pull it up. and it comes right out. Now underneath the vehicle, I have a drain bucket. You want to put a catch pan underneath. Then we're going to take the radiator hose off. This is a lower one. I'm just using a pick. There's a clip on the side. You want to put that clip into service position, just like that. Reach down there, just grab the pipe, and you want to pull that off. We're going to drain the fluid, drain the coolant out. There's no drain on the radiator, so make sure you're doing this when the vehicle is cold or cooled down. There we go. Pop that off and drain that out. And if you take the cap off the reservoir, it's going to go a little quicker. Now we're going to take the upper radiator hose off. I'm just going to use a pick. Just pull that clip back, just like that. And pull this off. Just wiggle it back and forth a little bit. There you go. You're not going to lose too much coolant because it's already drained. There's a connector right here that is the AC pressure switch. Just push down on the tab, disconnect that, slide that out of the way. Now we're going to take the bolts out for the radiator. There's 4 of them, 1 on each corner. Take these out. These are going to be a T30 socket you're going to use. Take these screws out. There you go. There's the screw. And on the other side, down below, same T30 socket. Take that out. And up top on both sides, take those off. Radiator drop down a little bit. And the last one, take that one out. I'm just going to support the radiator as I take that out. Take that. Just grab the radiator and let's pull it up. A little bit tight right there. Just work it back and forth. And you just tip it up. And it's out of the way. Just to give you a little more room, it's going to be a little bit easier if you disconnect the throttle body. So we'll do that for putting it back in. Just push down on the tab here, slide that off. You can just move that connector out of the way. Now I'll take the radiator and we'll just slide it in place. And just tip it down. Just be careful. There we go. And take the bolts. Get the bolts started. All right, those two are started. Then we'll get the lower ones on. And the lower screws. Get those both started. And the other side. All right, that's good. Once they're all in, you can tighten those down instead of going back. All right, snug that down and move on to the other ones. Now connect the connector to the AC pressure switch and the throttle body sensor switch. Connect that. Take the upper radiator hose, push down on the clip, and get that lined up. Lock it in place. Now get the lower radiator hose, pull that up, push that clip down, and we'll get that lined up. Lock that down. That's good. Now take the coolant fans. Just slide these in place. Get those lined up. And take the screws. Get those started. Now you want to take the screws underneath, get this one started. And before we tighten this down, we're going to get the last one in and tighten that one down. Get this screw in. Snug that down. And now you can tighten all the other ones. Now we're going to plug the connector in and just pull. It might be easier if you just pull the connector out of this bracket a little bit. Lock it down and then push down on that lock. That's good. Now take this shield, get this lined up, clip those in place. That's good. And get the fasteners started in the back. That's good. Now get all the little ones started. Don't tighten them down all the way yet. Just make sure you get them all started. Otherwise it's going to be difficult to tighten them. Or it'll be difficult to get other ones in. And the other side. All right, those are all in. Now we can tighten these down. And these back ones, tighten these down. I'm going to take the airbox. This tube is going to go underneath the headlight. Get that lined up. Then there's this tube. There is a tube underneath here that when you take the airbox out, it just pulls off of that. So you want to just get that lined up. Push that on and push this one on. Get this all lined up. snug that down. Now using some pliers, move this clamp over. There we go. Slide it in place. Take the connector, line that up, lock it down. And the hose, push that in place. That's good. Now take this airbox, get this lined up. Take the screws, and we'll get those started. I'll tighten these down. And take this air tube, get that lined up into the airbox. I'll line up right here. Take the cover and lock it down. Now you want to top off the coolant. Take the cap off on the reservoir. Using a funnel and the appropriate coolant, you want to fill that up. There is a full line. You want to fill that up to that line, about halfway where the bottle is. And you want to start and run the vehicle for about 20 minutes, monitoring to make sure the engine does not overheat, and shut the vehicle down. Let it cool. After it cools, you can adjust the level accordingly.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ, the only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.